Hello, this is going to be a very not planned out video. This is going to be spontaneous, even though I have been thinking about this for quite a long time. I just really wanted to make a video on why I'm actually thinking I might be ENFP. I'm pretty sure at this time it's still hard to grasp this idea that I am considered extroverted in typology, but it is what it is. So let's dive into the reasons why I think this is. The reasons why I'm ENFP and not INFP. Alright, I've even made a list. Yes, sometimes I can be organized. So reason number 1. I take risks. I am a risk taker and I am courageous about it. It's like I'm even irresponsible, like reckless about it. I'm not afraid of taking risks. I have some situations I can talk to you about, but for example, when I was a teenager, I was crazy about music. I was not afraid of going on stage and grab the microphone and start singing my favorite songs. This is one of the situations that I see like, yeah, this is really like out there, like it's really extroverted. And talking about stage, I am really not comfortable, but I really thrive with an audience. I really love being on stage. I love having an audience, even better than just being on one-to-one conversations, even though those might be very interesting too. But having an audience for me is very thrilling. But then INFPs might also consider that to be true for them, so not reason enough, right? Second reason, I like to mingle with people. So if I go to a situation that I'm not familiar with the people or with the place, I like to mingle. Like I have to get to know those people. I have to get to know the place, what they are all about. What do they talk about? Like what kind of interest, especially if it's unknown, it's more interesting to me, which is interesting. Imagine in a festival, a music festival, going for a festival just for the concerts, it's not good enough. I really like to just mingle a little bit with the people or just get to know like where do these people come from? Do they feel the same as I do? Like, do they think the same things as I do? And this mingle part, I kind of see it as being more extroverted than introverted. And I kind of get really confident. I can get really confident talking to strangers, which is interesting, yeah. Reason number 3. I can identify SE very clearly. I can identify and I can even practice it a little bit. So what is SE for me? This is a whole other video, but I can identify because I'm dating an ESFP. That's one other reason why I think I'm ENFP, because dating an ESFP, it's really out there. Like they are really extroverted. Like they are the stereotypical extrovert. Like they really like parties, like being around people, just not showing off, but like putting a show for people, entertaining people. That's the word I wanted. And so living with a kind of a person like that is just so out there, is so aware of their surroundings, is just, damn, my lighting has run out of battery. Okay, I think the lighting is good enough. Let's continue. SC, yeah, so they are just so out there. And for me to be dating an ESFP, many people have been telling me like, uh, maybe you're not INFP, because an INFP dating an ESFP, that person would be completely drained. And I'm not. I actually engage the parties, and just he makes me go out more. He makes me actually be more extroverted, and I like that. I like that part. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. And he just makes me like really grounded, like just being able to appreciate our surroundings. It's really cool, really cool. So I can identify SC, and I even like it. I like it. Like, I like sports. As a teenager, I used to play soccer. I would engage in all the competitions because I just wanted to be like part of a team. I really like being part of a team. Really like cheering up the weakest ones and motivating them. That was what I was most passionate about, and I still am about. All right. So S is cool for me. It's cool. I like it, and I can do. I like and I enjoy doing sports, which is the main thing. Reason number, I don't know what's the number. I've been telling. Okay, but in the list is number 4. I think this is number 5. I work really well under pressure. And I think this is also something that made me like, INFPs wouldn't be working really well under pressure. I'm good with TE. I can see the resources, the procedures, and how we're going to get things done in a most effective way. I can see it. I can do it. It's not my favorite thing in the world, because I just prefer to hang around, just consume content. But when I have to do something, like I am goal oriented, I am ambitious, I am like productive, I focus. I really can see the main goal. So I think TE is not my 4th function, because my 4th function would be very bad. Like, I would be very, very bad at it. So it's actually quite good. And I also enjoy sometimes like discussing ideas. So I kind of want to see what other people are thinking. And I think this is more TE, right? Like, I am curious about other people's ideas. Really curious. Other reasons. So I thought I just wrote these reasons, but more reasons why. So main reason is I know more. In the descriptions of INFPs, and be aware that I thought I was INFP for maybe 5 years now. 5 years. 5 years. It's quite a long time. You attach to that identity, and now it's like, oh, you might actually be extroverted. Like, how am I extroverted? But I am. What I am confusing is my disinterest for certain kind of topics. And I confuse that with introvertism, which is not correct. Being introverted is different. But if I can explain, am I more focused on the outside or on the inside? Depends on the people I'm surrounded with. But I am looking for people that I'm interested in. Like, the most thing I want most out of life is having engaging conversations with people. And that means the topics I am interested about. So if that happens, like, I'm going to really, really be engaged. Again, like even in class or something, I would be the one like with my hands up, raising, and like, I want to have a question. I know the answer. I want to engage. Let me talk. But at the same time, I didn't have many friends because the subjects they talked about was not much of my interest. But now I have become a teacher. And since I have become a teacher, I really became more extroverted, which is natural and it's okay. But my knee really exploded. Like, it was such a big development. And I'm like, this is what I most enjoy about life, is brainstorming, just this wave of ideas. Like, I want to talk about this and this and this, and then it's just, and then the ideas come, and it's such an amazing feeling. I was thinking about something before I talked about this. The descriptions of INFPs would be like, not as engaging with the outside. And I even asked Sarah what would be the best career for an INFP. And guess what she told me? She thinks INFPs are the best at being monks. Like, isolated, thinking about life, reflecting, and just diving into their feelings, diving into what is right, what should we do, what is the meaning of life, what does it mean to be correct, what does it mean to do good, what does it mean to be the best person you can be. And it's not like I'm not interested in those things, I am, but I don't see myself as being isolated for work. Actually, the main thing I wanted from my work was to be around people, to work for people, to give myself, to give my presence, to give my voice. And I even think like my best gift is my voice, like my ideas, I'm super arrogant, but I prefer to call it confidence. Because for so long I was insecure, but now I'm just super confident in my ideas. So let's share them. And my ideas would be my best gift. And that's crazy. And also, like, I really enjoy someone who has this perspective and then just doing like this, just like, think about this another way. Turn the box around, like, have you thought about this? And I love it when also people do that to me. That's really nice. So, yeah. My ideal job would be like doing interviews with people that are really inspiring. I think I want to bring inspiration to people. I cannot just express this better enough. It's just, I want to bring inspiration to people. I want to bring new ideas, just show how life can be amazing, but with people, I cannot be isolated. Doesn't work for me. Doesn't work. Okay, I think this is it for today. So I've talked about my reasons. Then I should talk about my TI. So my TI maybe is not the best thing. I thought it was, because I can be argumentative and I can be logical. We call it logical. But TI is not just being logical. TI is about truth. And the truth, there is just truth for everyone. It is truth. It's not even for everyone. It's just truth. It exists. It just exists. And for me, there's not an absolute truth. I believe everyone depending on the information they have, will believe something. And for them, it is truth. For example, being an INFP was true for me for many years. Now it's being ENFP. But it even might change, it's like, I'm saying this like it's truth, but for me, I believe nothing is true. And also, everything is true. That is how I can see my TI. And like, I just can be very, not illogical, but just believe in things that I believe in things that I like to believe. And that being typology, some people call it a science. I'm not sure about that. I really think this is just for amusement and like, I'm not sure if there's absolute truth, or depends on the definition everyone gives it, Now I'm describing a TI as something, but only when we agree or everyone agrees with the description of the definition of a function, then we're going to find consensus. But until then, it's like we're just playing. We're playing. It's fun. I like typology. I like talking about this. I like thinking about this. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it's completely true. I just like to use it, just like astrology. Now you might say, oh, astrology is not scientifically proven. Yeah, but I do see a lot of patterns. So just like in MBTI, I do see a lot of patterns. And even compatibility-wise, I do see a lot of patterns. So I would advise you dive into astrology a little bit, because you might find some information about yourself that is mind-blowing, maybe. Astrology or Enneagram, I like all those kinds of things. I love psychology. Like, my main interests are abstract. Like, yeah. And like saying INFPs are really good at writing, they should write books and everything. Like, I don't have, I hope I do one day, but I don't have the discipline to keep on writing a book, for years, in order for one day, maybe they will be published. Like, I want results right now. I want to do something right now, and that the feedback comes right in. Even I get frustrated when I don't have any comments on this YouTube channel, but well, failure is the price of entry. So I'm here to fail. I'm here to not have views, but then one day maybe. But yeah, again, at the same time, I do see my product out there, so it's really cool. And I do get some feedback from time to time from 1 or 2 viewers, so that's great. That is what I want, like the engaging with people. Writing a book, you are putting your ideas out there, but it's not as engaging as talking, or putting a video out there. Like, you get feedback right at that time. Also, another thing, so I'm talking about how I finish things. I don't. Even this video, I did not plan this out. I was thinking about doing this, but I was like, today is the day, I'm going to do it right now. I feel like it. I have to do it. I have to record and release it today. This is what I did today. But like, I have no plans for this YouTube channel. I do have a path I'm going to, but it's really just random, really random. I can be talking about anything tomorrow. And actually, that's what I also like about some channels. Like, we don't know what you're going to get next time. That's really cool. That's what I love about life. Like, not knowing. I'm even sad that I found I'm ENFP, because now it's like, now I know. Now I'm getting to know more and more about typology. And now it's getting a bit boring because what is there more to discover, you know? There's not much more. Oh, that is so sad. Like, I've reached a point, like, yeah, you know? So I need something else that I can get obsessed over. Yeah, again, like tasks and everything, I really struggle with finishing things, but I guess that's something we all do now because of mobile phones take all our focus and attention, and we are just not able to focus on one simple task because we get too bored. We just get too bored. But imagine books, I have to read. I cannot read only one single book. I have to read. I start one, then I get bored in the middle, then I start another one, then I get bored, then I start another one, and I get bored. But then I go to back to that one I started, and I'm like, oh, I haven't read that one for a while now. So I'm going to read it and see what's, oh, maybe something interesting is there. So I need to jump and then go back to the things I wanted. In order for me to conclude things, it's really difficult to just read a book. I will not do that. I jump, but then in the big picture, I am reading quite a lot. I'm just not finishing the books, but that's cool. Then I really don't like cooking or anything that has to do with any kind of procedures, like, yeah. So I do kind of, I wanted to be a manager. I wanted to be a CEO. So that's kind of extroverted, isn't it? I also see very many INFPs in the medical field. I cannot even imagine myself in the medical field. It would be so freaking boring. I really wanted to have an audience. I've always wanted to be creative. Like use my creativity in my job. Just being able to be a little bit out of the box at my workplace. Okay, I think this is it for today. I think that's good enough. Thank you so much for watching. That was lovely. I really loved talking to you. Anything you want me to cover next time? In the near future, I'm going to have more time and I'm going to do more videos on typology. I'm going to describe the functions, how I see them, and and talk about whatever I feel like it. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.